And we are live. What's going on, folks? Welcome to episode number 23 of the Nuclear Golf Podcast, coming at you guys live during the final round of the Open Championship at Royal Portrush. Scotty Scheffler currently has a 5-shot lead. He's about to make his birdie putt, I believe, on the par 3 16th hole. My name's John, co-owner of Nuclear Golf and TW Legion. Joined tonight by Joey from Scheffler Fans, Hutch, one of our Nuclear Golf ambassadors, and Ryan over from JT Legion. Before we get started today's show is sponsored by Blue Chew. Better sex is just a few clicks away. Visit bluechew.com today to learn more. And huge thanks to Blue Chew for sponsoring today's episode. Fellas, we've got 3 holes left from tournament leader Scotty Scheffler. It's really not a fair fight at this point. He's going to win the Open Championship. He's going to capture his 4th major. He's going to convert on another 54-hole overnight lead. We're also going to bring in Peter, one of our longtime buddies over from the Tiger community. So I'm just going to bring him in before we get started. But curious to hear what your guys' thoughts are on so far on the final round. Is this kind of exactly what you expected things to be? Ryan, maybe I'll start with you. I'll bring in Peter here as well.
Yeah, man. It's been Scotty domination again. This is just kind of getting a little bit rinse and repeat type of feel, to be honest. I mean, this is he made a double just to give something to the field, just to give it back, I think. But yeah, this has been pure domination. I mean, from the start, from yesterday on. So it's a little bit boring, but as a massive Tiger fan, I'm very used to this kind of thing, and it's kind of nice. It's kind of nice to see, honestly. Sometimes a little domination.
Hutch.
Yeah, I mean it's we talked about it the other night. It's Scotty Woods basically. It's he's kind of got that power too, like Tiger used to have. Like he's kind of got that power where he's just altering plans. Like we're here a lot later than we normally would have been because he's so far ahead. And I know Joey wasn't with us the other night, so he missed out on this. But we talked about, Joey, how you're kind of getting to track him through his peak, and John kind of didn't get that. He got a little bit of that in 2013, 14, 15, and then obviously the run in 18, 19. But it's got to be exciting for you as a super fan of his to see all this and see him just lap the field. I mean, nobody had a chance.
Yeah, I mean, I think people keep saying it's just boring, but I think it's just because he's not as flashy as Tiger. But I mean, y'all understand that it was like in 2000, same kind of vibe. It's just that he's not pulling off the miracle shots that Tiger was. He just does it in like the most boring way. So I mean, I do understand why people get
it's boring when it's not your favorite player.
He doesn't show the emotion. He doesn't show the emotion that Tiger would show often. So that's why I think people call it boring too.
And boring is a compliment. Like, let's not get that wrong.
100%. Yeah.
But I think more than anything, it's boring because it's not their favorite player. Like
it's true.
If Tiger were doing this, like we would be, this is awesome. This is fantastic. You obviously want to see a little bit of intrigue and a little bit of, I don't know, maybe somebody to have a challenge. But like we talked about on Friday, it was going to take him falling off a cliff or like I sent a text in the group text earlier saying we needed him to pull a muscle in his back where he could barely swing. He'd still win, but at least then it might be a little more, somebody might have a chance.
Yeah, he's got the same mind. I think he's got the same mindset.
Birdie at 17 for Harris English, fellas. He's 4 shots back.
Peter, yeah, so if he birdies the last, he'll finish birdie, birdie, birdie.
He's a dog. Yeah. Woof. As Mike always likes to point out to me, he's a Georgia Bulldog.
I mean, if you look at T2, I'm sure we're going to get to this, but if you look at T2 on the leaderboard right now, those 2 boys are fighting for Ryder Cup spots.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, this was big there's several guys who like we heard Kiz mention it earlier when Harmon made that bomb on 18, that was big for Ryder Cup stuff. So it's good. And what did I've been kind of sloppy keeping up, but how did Bryson finish up?
He shot another really good round today.
He shot a million under par today.
Yeah. When he finished, do you think it was actually T2?
Yeah,
Like he threw another good round up there. So he's
me too.
and
I think it
he
was
brought
like 64, maybe.
64,
Got
yeah.
64. Yeah, he's in 10th place right now. So
And then he
I mean,
brought it
great
up
for
in his
him.
post-round interview talking about the Ryder Cup, and they need the New York crowd to just bring the noise. He's ready to go.
He's definitely going to be there, which is perfect.
Yeah, he's gonna be
He
there. He
is.
deserves to be there.
And I would take Harris or Goddard up right now over that me and Joey were talking about before. I would take him over Cantlay for sure right now. Either one of those dudes.
All right,
Yeah.
we got a few wild stats coming in here from Justin Ray. Always the perfect numbers to
That king.
discuss here on the show. But last major where number 1 and number 2 in the official world golf ranking finished 1-2 on the leaderboard. 2002 U.S. Open, Woods and Mickelson 1-2. Another one here. If Scottie Scheffler wins by 3 or more, he will be the first player to win his first 4 professional majors, as they are now defined, each by at least 3 shots, since John Henry Taylor. Taylor was born in 1871. So that's pretty revealing. Another one today as well. Phil Mickelson, the oldest to record a bogey-free round at the Open since Tom Watson in 2009.
I know that wasn't the final round in 2009.
I know I'm a little behind, but Rory just fired one into the crowd.
Yeah, it looked like he was. You see him look like he was about to try to take out that T marker.
Oh no, I didn't. I looked back down. I noticed that.
He kind of, when he realized it was going right, he pointed right, and it looked like he was about to swing the driver at the T marker. And in his head, at least in my head, I think he saw images of Wyndham Clark and decided not to.
Mm-hmm.
Bit of a breaking news update on the Wyndham Clark situation here. Wyndham Clark spoken to the media today, actually, after declining yesterday. Shot 5 under yesterday, right, and declined. So, some people were a little upset about that, but he did speak today. Said he feels terrible about what happened at Oakmont. Quote, hopefully in a few months we're able to move past this. He said that he's reached out to the club. He said he wished that the club letter would have stayed private. This all comes from Sean Zach over on X, who's kind of compiled all this. And Wyndham Clark also called this incident, quote, a wake up for him. So looks
I bet he
like
does wish it would have stayed silent.
It looks like things are moving in a better direction here. This definitely needed to be addressed, though. This has continued to be something that had been discussed here in the weeks that have followed. And then recently the news that he would be banned from the club, obviously not good for his brand image or anything about the guy. So
I just think like it feels, does it not feel inauthentic to you guys a little bit? Like he's saying how upset he is about it, but
yeah,
would he really
because
be
he
if it
could have
didn't
got out
come
in front of this.
Yeah, it's been a month since. I mean, we talked about it like 2 episodes ago that he could have easily he's quiet about
But
it
he
until
could
they
have
said something, and he's now wishing
He
they
could have
would
squashed this thing in the beginning.
It could have been a non-story. And for him to a month later say he's reached out to the club, brother, you should have reached out to the club. You should have walked up to the pro shop that day and said, hey, I just screwed up that locker back there. How much money do I need to leave you? I mean, like, and you know what? If you do that, then there's a good chance that nobody ever even knows that any of this happened. I mean, it's
Very true.
It's anger management. He's got an anger management issue.
I think that's why he said a few months, because he's going to go to therapy or something for it.
Yeah,
Which good for him. I mean, it's a wake up. It is, I guess, cool that he definitely needed to have 2 good rounds over the weekend to help his Ryder Cup chances. I don't know that he's still got much of a chance, but
yeah, I mean, if you go back and actually look at the last couple tournaments, he's had, especially rounds 1 and 2, he's had 1 good round and 1 just absolutely awful rounds. So it's like he's going back and forth. So like I think he's close to actually finding real form.
Something.
But they which I think they'll need potentially for Ryder Cup. So I think he's close. And I'm not a fan of
I'm a big proponent of Keegan in this case picking whoever's hot for his captain pick. So if he can get going at the right time, I know like Goddard is. If the Ryder Cup was in Scotland, Goddard's the guy. He's got that place figured out. He's got the UK, Scotland, and Ireland figured out.
Yep. And
it's going to be interesting though. With if it looks like they're going to finish 2-3, English and Goddard. So it's going to be interesting where the points shake out there towards that 12th man.
We need somebody on X to do like the legend VC 606 does. We need him to do projected Ryder Cup standing points for us.
We do need that.
He does them.
He does them
sometimes. I believe he does them.
I think he usually puts them out like Sunday night out right after the tournament or like Monday mornings. Like he puts them out pretty quickly.
That dude
I'm
is
always looking at those. Yeah, he is.
We've got just one tweet today though from him about Scotty being 7 shots ahead. He says this is not next level performance. It's 2 or 3 levels higher. And he's not wrong. This is unreal. I do like that Goddard doesn't fasten his glove. Have you guys noticed that?
I just now noticed that because you said it and I looked right at it. Holy cow. Now you will never miss it either. You will never miss it now either. You'll see it every time.
Yeah. I saw it last week towards the end of the tournament. I'm like, God, I wonder if that was just a mistake, but it's he just doesn't.
Did you guys see the comments from Jordan Spieth today about Scheffler as well? He was basically, I can read the full quote out, but basically he was saying, Scotty doesn't transcend the game like Tiger did. He's not into the big corporate events like Tiger was. Didn't have the same influence essentially. But he was saying it in a complimentary way. I think there was no ill will there. Just giving his genuine thoughts about Scotty as he's just a typical run of the mill golfer. He separates his family life from his professional life. Thought those comments were interesting. What do you guys think?
Do you think though, John? Like and this is just the first thing that came to my head when you were saying that. Well, at first I thought he was saying it in kind of a like, wow, that's kind of a douchey thing to say, but I think the Tiger thing, I think all of that stuff, I don't know that Tiger necessarily wanted to do all the corporate stuff and embrace all that stuff, but I think that golf needed him to do that, to go to the next level. Golf is at that level now because of Tiger and to a lesser
extent. He made it cool.
Like Phil.
He made it cool.
Exactly. Yeah. Golf does not need somebody to do that now. So I don't know that. I mean, I guess it's a fair assessment, but I don't know that Scotty even needs to do any of that stuff because it's already been done. Tiger had to do it. Tiger, we've talked about, is the reason why the purses are so high now and why golf is cool. Like you just said, Peter, like it was almost like Tiger did it out of necessity.
Yeah. And he definitely, and Jordan definitely wasn't saying it in a bad way. I actually saw the video right before this and he was complimenting him. Like it was definitely a compliment. And he was like, basically, he's like, I wish I could do the same thing he did. It was definitely a compliment. It was a pretty cool quote. And he was
I flashed back to that video, that presser he had. We talked about it on the show a few weeks ago where he was like, it was just a few years ago that I was beating Scotty regularly. And now I can't. So that was the
Bryson
first thing
said that too. Bryson was saying that like he used to play with Scotty back in the day and he was not good, which don't know how true that is for not good, but
it's a relative term.
Yeah, right.
But I think back to the Jordan comments. I mean, like Tiger came along and just reinvented the game of golf. Like Scotty doesn't have to reinvent the game of golf. Now, could we use a little more flash in the game? I wouldn't mind that. I'd like to see a few F-bombs and some club tosses and stuff from Scotty, but I mean, he's just a different personality. So I think that's what it comes down to more than anything.
Silent assassin.
I think once he gets further into like I think we touched on it a couple weeks ago, or I guess last time we talked about him, but like as he starts chasing more and more records and wins more, if he stays at this pace for the next several years, like maybe at that point it'll get more exciting because then you're just watching actual generational. I mean, he's already kind of cemented himself in that, but I mean, you gotta, if you just know he's going to go into tournaments and win them, like you gotta be excited about something and be like, all right, well now he's about to move up 2 spots in the major rankings, or I don't know.
I think this week we're watching Scotty in a different light. I mean, to be honest,
Yeah.
I think we are watching him as a generational golfer this week. We're not watching him
Yeah.
as just trying to win a major. Like we're like, how freaking far can he take this thing, and how long is this gonna last? And then we start seeing the Tiger comps too. It's a different watch.
And even coming into this week, I mean, we talked a little bit about his comments at the presser about it. He kind of sounded a little bit like Rory about like, where's the motivation, or why do I care about this, or whatever.
Yeah.
Like you were saying, Joey, like that's just his honest thoughts on it. And he even said at the time, like, I don't know if this makes sense, but then he comes out and does this, and it makes sense to me. Like I could see how he could think that way if you're just this good and it's this easy for you.
I'll be curious to see what he says after this. If he obviously, I mean, yeah, he's got it done. So
it's kind of funny though.
Yeah,
he comes out and he's gonna win. He's gonna win after making those comments, and after Rory made his, he played like absolute dog shit.
Yeah.
I thought he needs to get. He just needs to get one more. He needs to get one more birdie. Then he can share that Tiger Hogan stat with winning 2 majors. Only guy since Tiger and Hogan to win 2 majors by 5 shots or more in a season.
It's insane.
That's pretty freaking historical, dude.
See again, but then now, like he's gonna win, so now we're just hoping that he can break records, like which is like the excitement.
Yeah, it's a different watch. Yeah, it really is.
This is his 3rd season with 4 more wins. He had 4 in 2022, 7 in 2024, and then this will be his 4th of this season, 2025.
Are they still waiting? They're still waiting to tee off on 17.
That Phil hot take is coming back even better and better.
Oh yeah,
he's not going to win until the Ryder Cup.
I mean, I think he was saying that, half joking too, but it is kind of funny to put it out there and see it.
I don't know if it was a joke at that time or not, to be honest. Like,
I don't think it was.
He did put out another reply today or yesterday about, happy to admit when I'm wrong, and you give your opinions, you're not always going to be right, something like that. So, would become the 9th player to win the Masters, PGA, and Open Championship in their career. 2nd player to do that this season. Rory also did that with the Masters win.
Yeah, so now we've got
Randy Johnson.
He just went hard at that. So now going into next year, we've got another guy to look at for the career slam.
Yeah.
It's not going to take him more than 2 or 3 tries, in my opinion.
At the U.S. Open? Yeah.
Although it's a different type of pressure, so that could be something, but he seems kind of immune to that.
Has any caddy ever had like a glow up like Ted Scott?
No.
I mean, this is like, I don't remember the circumstances of his split with Bubba. I don't know if it was the live thing, but like at the time I remember thinking like, dude, he should take the money, like go to live, get the money. Bubba's definitely on the decline. Like, and then you see like the first season, like you got the caddies flying private on that rented jumbo jet where they're partying and they got a bar in there and all that stuff, and all that stuff looked cool. And he stayed with Scotty, and now Scotty just wins all the time.
I think Bubba was kind of an ass to him too. There was a lot of times I feel like he would go off on him on course.
Yeah, Bubba's got
Bubba has that reputation.
He's got that rep. Yeah, that's exactly.
I mean, you remember what year was it? Like 5 or 6 or 7 years ago, like at that poll that came out and voted most unlikable player on tour. He kind of ran away with that award.
I don't know if I remember that one, but it doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, that was it was definitely when he was back on the tour. And Ted seems like a nice dude.
Oh, he's a really nice guy. Yeah, I mean, they are. They will never split unless Scotty just has a. I mean, because Ted's got literally the easiest job in the world right now. Scotty just does his thing. Like they don't.
Mhm.
Even when
Yeah.
they cut to them, like they're not talking too much. Scotty's got a great feel for everything. He doesn't psych himself out mentally. Like he doesn't really show a lot of frustration, so Ted doesn't really have to calm him down.
Just get the
So,
yardage.
And for
right.
Teddy,
You
I
don't
mean,
wanna-
he's
yeah,
not
you
even.
don't wanna- You don't want to
What
say
is Teddy?
his
Top
job's just
50
give
on
him a
tour
number.
and earnings?
Yeah,
Yeah.
You don't want to say his job is just give him a number and clean the clubs, but it's kind of it's kind of where we're at, right? Like
closer than anybody else.
we got Rory here on 18. You know what though? I know he's not going to win, but he's got to come away from this week feeling a lot better than he did. And I mean, certainly in 2019, he definitely didn't fail anybody. I do think this the reception he gets after he hits his approach shot here and walking up
see
to the
some
green
tears.
on 18 is going to be insane.
Yeah, it's probably got to hit him too a little bit.
He just got by the best player in the
Wow.
world.
Wait till you see this stat that's about to come up. This is
wow.
nuts.
So
Dang.
the stat on the TV says it took Tiger 1,197 days from his first major to his fourth major. Today is 1,197 days since Scheffler's first major. So it took them the exact same amount of time, the exact same amount of days to go from 1 to 4 in the major championship category. That's insanity.
You don't
Who
believe in
finds that
Cosmos. I mean,
That was probably Justin Ray.
That's Justin Ray right there. That's 100%. It's got to be.
I mean, I guess if you look at it and you're like, all right, year wise, we know it was like, same amount of years from first to fourth. But still, it's just a
But
wild.
who put it in Google and said, how many days has it been from
ChatGPT did probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From whatever day, 19 or 2000 to whenever.
I feel like even for like, so Scotty, obviously, I don't even remember what hole was that, 13, 12, something like that, with the bunker. Was that really
double bogey?
Yeah. That might have been on the front.
That was 8. That was 8. That was 8. It was 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a while ago. But like to be able to bounce back from that and go birdie on 9 and just, I mean, his bounce back percentage is crazy, but
yeah,
it's just like that. Some guys at the top, like with that big of a lead, would have just crumbled there. And like, I didn't even feel like a bad double bogey. Like even with the lead, like if he could have been 2 strokes and taken that back to tied for first, and I'd be like, I've zero doubt that he's not gonna go make some birdies and get it back.
Yeah, that was
he
wild.
made double on purpose.
3-shot swing, and we didn't even blink.
No, he just went right back to business.
Yeah, I mean, there's
well, the 2 par putts he made the 2 holes before that was just those were impressive. Those were impressive.
Yeah,
20 and 15 feet. You got a fist pump on one of them.
But that's I mean, that's what we said Friday night was if he keeps putting like this, it's just a matter of who's going to get second, right? Like there's no.
And we said that years ago. If he could figure out the putting, it was always. And he's, I mean, what was it? There was a stat for. Was it Thursday's round or maybe Friday? I don't remember, but it was like how much. I think it was Friday's round. It was an absurd amount of total footage of putts made.
Didn't Tiger say at one point that if he putts even average, that he wins no matter what?
Yeah, I mean, he did say that.
Like one of the things I always say is like, obviously they like people were like, yeah, Scotty wasn't a very good putter. He couldn't figure it out. Also, man, how many freaking chances he would give himself? You can't make every putt, so you're gonna think, hey, this guy can't putt.
True.
Well, you're giving himself so many chances. Like you can't make them all.
When you're within 30 feet,
I mean,
you're gonna 2-putt more than other people when you hit more greens than everybody else.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, the quality of his ball striking exposes his putting. It's not actually a flaw. Yeah. It's just he just hits it he hits so many greens.
And pin high. He's always pin high.
Always, yeah.
That's what impresses me the most about him, honestly, is just everything's pin high. Everything's the right distance. He's just
his distance control
unreal.
is ridiculous.
It's unreal. Which is exactly which was Tiger. It was always pin high every time.
Ooh. I bet you Rory's going to give that chip on 18 a scare and get the crowd into it.
Yeah, I'm just a teeny bit behind you guys.
What are you seeing him hitting his?
He's not hit the chip. Well, he just hit the second shot and it just rolled out. So I'm a little bit
No,
behind
you're
you guys.
not. I saw that only like a minute ago. So
Here's the walk up right now.
How about that drive by Lee though? That thing
that was
narrowly missed the green. That was a sick drive.
Yeah, the walk up is happening.
Yeah.
Huge ovations for McIlroy here as he comes up the 18th.
Yeah, what a moment for him.
Fellas, we were basically right on track when we predicted earlier in the week that we were not on track. We said the winning score was going to be like 10 to 12 under. I mean, if you take out Scotty, who just ran away there, it's basically what we had.
That's with three really like good condition weather days too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd predicted 13, and like you said, you take Scotty out of the mix and we're there. But
also, this leaderboard would have played out so much differently if Scotty wasn't like just throughout today. This would have been an insane leaderboard just back and forth. I'm sure Rory would have gotten like a little bit extra. Like I doubt Harris English wins if Scotty's not doing this. You got to think Fitzpatrick or Rory or even Xander kind of gets a little extra juice.
Man, Rory really had a chance because like he had under 100 yards on 8 and 9, and he hit 2 terrible wedge shots, and that's right when Scheffler ended up double bogeying and going back to 15. Like Rory could have got to 12 on those 2, just hitting 2 good wedge shots. Could have put a little pressure on to make it look more fun, but not that Scheffler wouldn't have won still. But like he had a chance to put a little pressure on him.
It's just like it's like Scotty's just so far ahead of everybody. It's just so crazy to see this. I mean, we're literally witnessing history, and it's just like he's so much better than everybody else, and then there's just a line of guys behind him that are just trying their best to catch up as best they can. And I don't know if they can. I don't know how. I mean,
it was always a fun.
Right? Like he may lose his form a little bit, but it's hard to see a fall off.
Like there was always a fun argument. There was always a fun argument before like Scheffler really started winning. It was like who's best is the best. There was an actual argument. There's no argument now.
There's not. Now the gap has widened. I mean, when Rory was on, like you would used to give him a chance at that, but when Scotty's on, like you're just not going to beat him. I don't care if you're Bryson, Scott, Rory, John. Anybody, you're just not going to beat him.
Yeah, and I think Rory was the consensus answer to that beforehand. Everyone would say his best is the best.
Yeah.
He's going to do this. He'll do media. I'm sure there's going to be so many people looking to get an autograph from him. And him being at home, he'll probably do it for all of them.
I think he will.
Probably do it for all of them. It's going to be just a straight up line of people
gave it a run
that are there to get that autograph. And speaking of lines, guys, sometimes I take a Blue Chew to make standing in line a little bit easier. Something to lean on. Guys, you got to enter the room dick first. Blue Chew is not just a tablet. It's a cheat code for your crotch. Stronger, harder, longer lasting, like someone gave your downstairs a pep talk and a gym membership. Blue Chew is the original brand offering chewable tablets for better sex. Guys, this isn't just about performance. This is about your legacy or your third legacy. Give her group chat something to talk about. You know, when you lay it down, they're talking about how it gets up. Nothing makes you more of a legend than a little bit of Blue Chew. Discover your options at bluechew.com. And we've got a special deal for our listeners. As always, you can get your first month free of Blue Chew. Just use the promo code Nuclear at checkout and pay $5 for shipping. That's just $5 for shipping, and you're getting a first month free. That's it. The promo code is Nuclear. Again, it's NUCLR for your first month free. You can join Blue Chew's mission to upgrade humanity one thrust at a time. Head to bluechew.com for details and safety info. And again, a huge thanks to Blue Chew for sponsoring the show today.
Yes, thank you.
Hell yeah, Hutch. That's not even
The
an ad read.
biggest
Hutch,
thanks.
Hutch just loves Blue Chew that much.
I'm a super fan. Like, I should start a tracking account, really.
Blue Chew tracker would be crazy.
We go Blue Chew straight to Rory's blue shirt.
Rory's just finished his round, signing off for a 2 under 69 today.
Speaking of
Huge
Blue Chew,
ovation from the gallery. It's been a big week for Rory, just even mentally, just for him to feel this appreciation from the crowd in his hometown. I think it will go a long way for him. Right after he felt a little bit like he had climbed the mountain there after the Masters, which he did with the Grand Slam, and he mentioned motivation was a bit of an issue in the weeks that followed. But I think now things have kind of come back down to earth a little bit more. He's rejuvenated now that he's been back home over in his new home in London. And then now this week, obviously didn't win, but the reception that he got on home soil, I think it will go a long way for him in all aspects of his life. So it's good.
I think there was just a turning point in Rory's life in general. And I can't exactly pinpoint when it was, but it may have been when he kind of, not to get too much into personal stuff, but like when he worked things out with his wife. It feels like then like something switched in him. It felt like to me like his demeanor just kind of changed in general at that point, and he was just a little more chill about everything and a little less pressure on himself, certainly professionally after he won the Masters. And that's just like, you saw the release of emotion as soon as the putt went in at Augusta. I mean, that's just, I think Rory, we talked about it after the Masters win, that this could kind of be the opening of the floodgates. Wouldn't shock me in the slightest if he got to 10 majors. I don't think that's out of the question at all.
Not at all.
I don't think, I mean, it's hard to imagine anybody except Scotty winning a major at this very moment, but you know, he's certainly got the pedigree, and you guys, we just talked about it. Like when he's at the top of his game, he's up there with Scotty. He may not be better than Scotty right now, but he's up there with him.
I thought for sure he was going to win another one this year.
Did you guys see that Harris English stat that popped up?
I missed.
No, what did it say?
T2 at the PGA, and then T2 or whatever solo second, I guess, here. So if it weren't for Scotty, we might have 2-time major winning Harris English in one season.
Yeah, he went low on Sunday at the PGA.
He's a dog.
We have Wikipedia has been updated, folks. Scotty Scheffler.
Scotty's already won.
2025 Open champion. He was T7 at the US Open, first at the PGA, fourth at the Masters.
He played so bad at the US Open too and still finished T7. That's insane.
That's crazy, eh?
His bat is just so good.
Post-round quotes coming in from Xander Schauffele. You know, asked about Scotty. He said, I don't think we thought the golfing world would see someone as dominant as Tiger come through so soon. And here's Scotty sort of taking the throne of dominance. You can't even say he's on a run. He's just been killing it for over 2 years now. He's a tough man to beat. And when you see his name up on the leaderboard, it just sucks for us.
I love that last line.
I love this age of media, because how many people said that to themselves back when Tiger was dominating, but there was no social media. There was no way to get those clips out unless it was on the evening news or whatever. Like this is, I love this. That's hilarious. How Tong,
and I still think
Go ahead.
I was just going to go back to a point earlier, because I think it's worth noting and talking about that when the split happened with Liv, like just look at the precipitous fall off of Jon Rahm. And I know Brooks won the PGA. I know he won a major when he first went to Liv, but Brooks's fall off. Like, what if those guys were still on the tour and healthy? would this be mixed up a little bit? Would the dominance be down a little bit? I have to ask that question to myself. I don't know. Scotty might still have the same winning percentage, but it seems
I think
like
it's fair.
and Bryson, like if they were week in and week out, would they be doing it? Or would they be playing? What would it look like?
I think it's a fair
I want
question
to
to
see it.
ask. I think it's an impossible thing to answer.
Yeah.
Because there's just so much unknown. I think the biggest thing for Brooks has been injuries. That knee seems to be a constant issue for him. And like if the knee is going to be a constant issue, like good for him for going and getting the money. And he was open and honest about that. But the Rom thing, yeah, it's so hard because he was up there. Like he's in that elite top of the top group that Scotty's just at the head of right now. I
felt the same way about John Rahm as I did him and Rory.
I thought Rahm I thought was the best player in the world. If they played the best golf, I personally thought he was the best player in the world. But
the
Scheffler,
form can be so fleeting.
Yeah.
Like we talk here about how like Scotty's dominated for 2 years, but we've also had moments, and maybe it's just that his standard is so high, but we've had moments early in the year, or you even remember like last year, was it a thing, Joey? Like he couldn't win after April or May or something like that. Scotty, like he'd never won outside of April or May or something of that sort. Am I making that up or am I remembering that wrong?
I don't know about last year. I'm trying to think what the schedule.
It may have been a couple years ago, but that was the narrative at one point. And form can be fleeting. Like he could now, his bad is way better than most people's good.
Oh, Hutch, you might have been
that.
you might have been talking about the beginning of this year when it took him a while to get that first win.
Okay.
That's when the Phil comments came out as well.
Yeah, because
I believe.
Well, he had surgery. He had
his hand surgery.
Yeah, hand surgery.
Yeah.
Yeah, which
and he was like,
because
he was close to winning. And he obviously wasn't winning, and what he was talking about, he couldn't practice like he wanted to practice because of his hand. So he was just behind the start of the year.
Is that Scotty's dad on the TV? Looks like he had some surgery. Did you guys, not to take away from Scotty because we're about to get to his moment here, but Hao Tong Lee, did you guys follow his story about him having the driver yips and almost quitting golf? And
no,
I'm 6 months off in 2021.
I'm assuming that was after the major, because he competed in the PGA like pretty well the one year when it was in
he turned pro
San Francisco
at 16. It was Olympic Club. Yeah. He turned, and Tiger, remember? No, that was
it was Harding Park. Open. It was Harding Park.
Yeah. I'm thinking of the U.S. Open. That was 20. Yeah. I got you. But he turned pro at 16. He won like at 18 in China and won a couple DP World Tour starts after that. But at one point, like he got the full swing yips and driver yips, and he took like 6 months off of golf. He was going to quit. But the guy,
I wonder if that's why he was hitting those mini drivers off the deck yesterday. They were showing that he was hitting these little squeeze fades off the deck, off the tee. I was like, that's interesting. Like a Daniel Berger used to do.
And he's only 29. Like he's
so young. Yeah.
He's still young. It's just, he's just been pro for 13 years, which is crazy. Great story. Great result for him here.
That is crazy. I didn't hear that story. That's wild.
The driver yips or the full swing yips is what it said.
And they say he's very well liked on the DP World Tour, like has a big personality. Like obviously we don't get to watch as much of that as over in the States, but they say he's very well liked.
I think it comes out because he's always smiling. He's always smiling. Looks like he's having a great time.
From what I understand,
he's been cutting it up with Scotty today.
Yeah.
He is Chinese golf, from what I understand. Like he's their guy.
I did see a picture of him and Yao Ming on the green yesterday. I don't know where that picture came from, but it was an interesting sight.
How long are Yao Ming's golf clubs?
I don't know, like
that's
8
my
feet.
first thought. You're 7'6", brother. Come on. Look there. I mean, Hao Tong's cutting up right now.
Yeah.
It's wild how Tong yesterday was talking about just how he's kind of playing for second, and he was forced
Yeah.
back at that point.
He absolutely admitted that. Yes, he did.
Here's the moment. Joey had to step out so he could get that. Well, he's actually, never mind. He's probably had the winning tweet ready since yesterday.
And this is why I said yesterday that like Fitzy's comments, Fitzy was not being honest with himself yesterday when he was like, yeah, chasing Scotty is not, it's no different than chasing anybody else. It's way different.
Yeah,
He's
that's
not coming
that's
back.
cap. That's a lie.
I mean,
It's
I know
very
you have to
different.
believe. I know you have to believe in yourself and you say the right things, and I'm all for that. But at the same time, like if Xander Schauffele can say that we
You
don't
can
like
be
seeing
honest.
Scotty at the top, yeah, you can be honest, dude. Fitzy's form though. I
There it
mean,
is.
he's been playing better. I'm glad for him.
Well, it's officially
Do we-
official on my TV.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's official.
Scotty Scheffler has won the
Scheffler
Open
has won.
Championship. Claire Jug, champion golfer of the year, champion golfer of feels like forever. The greatest in the world at the moment, but only because Tiger's
Scotty
not healthy enough to
Scheffler
play.
is the post. He's the post-COVID golfer until he's not.
There's some real emotion from Scotty there. Screaming through his hat. Got the wife and the kid coming up.
He's got about 2 more minutes before this isn't exciting.
Oh, God. That euphoric feeling is about to be over.
Fleeting in minutes.
However,
Yeah, I was gonna say what do we got? Another minute before the FedEx Cup playoffs is on the mind.
there's an obvious tie-in for that euphoric feeling lasting longer with our sponsor today.
I mean, that was very. It was very genuine, though. He was very excited. I know I'm a few seconds behind you guys, but that was. I mean, I love to see that dude yell. He did the same thing on the green at Quail Hollow after he made that putt.
Yeah,
he gave it a good fuck yeah in the cap, and I love it.
And I think that the majors obviously hold because he obviously he hasn't even completed the slam yet. So I mean, those are still the things that are going to get him extra fired up. Random wins on tour, maybe a little more fleeting and feeling like he mentioned. But even then, I'm telling you, I feel like he'll get asked in the next media session about him, and he'll probably recorrect a little bit and evaluate because it did sound like he was just kind of brain splurting at the last presser that happened. So
yeah.
What is he having for
And I
dinner?
thought-
What do you eat for dinner after winning a major?
Who knows? Never been there. I would think, Joe, and I thought about this the other day, Joey, after we talked.
potatoes.
Beans on toast.
After I asked you the other day, Joey, if you could see him just walking away at some point, I kind of reevaluated that. I don't know that I could see him completely walking away. I could see him taking more of that. I mean, again, like tying back into Tiger, taking more of the Tiger
approach.
He just plays sparingly, plays a lot less. And there's whatever the minimum amount of starts required a year to keep his status and whatever, and just do that.
And I think he's still ultra competitive, so it's like he's not he's not going to just stop short because he's tired of it or something. I mean, obviously there's always personal family stuff, and like he might be drawn to, I don't know. You never know what happens in the future, but I mean, statistically, he's not the greatest golfer of all time, and knowing how competitive he is, he's probably just going to keep grinding at it. But yeah, I'm sure in several years he might take a different approach to it, or I don't know.
I think what gets understated too about him is not that he's just super competitive, but he's a golf sicko. Like he loves playing Saturdays and Sundays with the boys. He loves going out there and grinding on the range. Like he loves this. And I think until he loses, if he loses that passion, Tiger never lost it, still hasn't lost it. He just can't physically do it. But if he doesn't lose that, I don't see him ever laying it down until he's just like,
loving to practice.
I've won it all.
Loving to practice is huge. Like
it is.
He's not going anywhere. Loving to practice is it. He talks about it.
How many wins does Bennett have now? I mean, was this like win number 5 or 6 since he's been born?
I think
He's
so,
got
at
a hell of a
least.
name. I know that.
He's gotten big too. I mean, he looks like he's grown a foot.
Well, we're seeing him about every week now, so
Yeah.
We're getting to
Yeah,
we're
he's
getting
just
to see
over
this
a
kid
year.
as much as Scotty does during golf season.
yeah, literally.
It's still
It's
just
crazy.
insane to me. Like he's got this whole public image that for years I just thought he was just super goody two shoes, whatever. And then to find out that he's a super fan of Barstool Sports Advisors is just insane to me that he would like that show or not be repulsed by that show. I love that show. But for him
it's
to tell
great.
me, for him to say in that interview that he just like on Sunday mornings, like they'll go to church or whatever, or they'll
Yeah.
watch it and then go to church. I'm like, oh, like, well, that's kind of a combination right there.
She probably just rolls her eyes at it like, let's go.
Yeah.
You got to watch it, then go repent, man.
Yeah, you gotta see what Stu Finer's saying and then go to church.
I was about to say, can you imagine Scotty and Stu Feiner in the same room?
That would be hilarious.
And I do think like as he kind of gets more, I mean, it's just this continues. Maybe he does kind of take a approach into being a little bit more open about just personality wise and stuff. Like I don't know. I mean, he's a pretty quiet guy, and like, but it's kind of hard to be quiet when you're winning all the time, and it's just like, I mean, the cameras are on you when you win, obviously. So I mean, he can't be too private. So I mean, maybe he leans into it and becomes a little bit more social media facing. I don't know. I mean, for now, especially with like a young kid, he's not going to. But
I don't
know.
see
Maybe
it with
5,
him.
6 years. Maybe in 5, 6 years, he kind of angles towards it once he's kind of gotten somewhere. But for right now, with the family life,
Joey's breaking it. Scotty's going to start a YouTube channel.
I don't think he'll ever do that.
He'll be a YouTube golfer.
I don't even think it'd be fun to like watch. Like, it's just like such a insanely, I don't even want to say mediocre way of winning and being that good at golf, but like YouTube would just be. I don't even know how you'd make that like exciting. He's gonna kill whoever you put.
Well,
in.
I mean, just look at his match with Grant. It was like,
Yeah. Very like.
When you guys consume your YouTube golf, like, do you like watching the good people or the more of like the Barstool guys who may not be that good, or Trent's breaking 85, or because I lean more towards people who are more like around my level than I do the great ones.
I mean, I do like watching like the Grant videos when he's when the Tour Pro's spotting him 5 strokes. I mean, I enjoy that.
Interesting, yeah. I did enjoy the Major Cut series that they just did at Portrush because they did it like a week before the tournament. I thought that was a great one.
That's cool too, and you can relate to it. You can see that you just watched the pros play that course, so
yeah.
I don't know. I mean, there's like a balance. I don't want to watch someone but like if you can be really good at it, and then like what they're getting good at nowadays is turning the really good golf still into good content. So like whether it's breaking 50 and it's like we're gonna still make it entertaining and kind of meet things. I mean, you get obviously the channels that are just drinking and playing terrible golf, and then the other end of the spectrum, like you got to meet in the middle. You can't just play good golf on camera. Like that's gonna.
I feel like the drinking and being terrible, that's more for the younger side. Like me
for sure.
Like I'm 35. Like I can't. Hey, look, there's a kid. I'm more. Is that the kid that's named after Brooks Koepka, greatest golfer ever?
It's not the kid that's named after Brooks Koepka, but it is a kid named Brooks.
Okay, so he's named after Brooks Koepka, live golfer.
Brooks was on the tour when he was born.
The YouTube thing, like, at 35, like it's hard for me to watch those videos of the guys just going out and getting hammered. Like Barstool put one out where you see the one recently where Riggs could barely walk.
That was against Chiclet boys.
The Chiclets, yeah. They shot that video. They shot that video about 15 minutes from my house at Echelon Golf Club in Alpharetta. So like when I'm watching that video, I've played that course 100 times. I'm sitting there like, I could relate to that one just because I know the course very well. Like so that one I could get, but at the same time, like that's not how I enjoy golf, or that's not how I play golf, getting wasted like that. So I don't usually relate to those.
That was real shit faced.
Yeah.
Like you said, he could barely walk. I don't watch a bunch of the YouTube golf stuff, but I did watch that one, and oh my god, that was I was laughing at the end because he couldn't even keep his eyes open. He couldn't walk.
I couldn't believe they let him do that at Echelon too.
I thought the same thing. I always wondered if they actually are drinking that stuff when they're, obviously they do their ads and stuff during it, and all of a sudden it looked like it was like it hit a switch, and all of a sudden he just couldn't walk.
Is that the one where Riggs was trying to get out of the golf cart and he couldn't?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was absolutely shit faced.
That golf course is hilly too. There's some spots they could have got in. They could have got in some bad spots there.
All right, Joey, you got
anybody got
Shinnecock next year?
Saying I don't want
Pebble Beach the next year. Wingfoot, Pinehurst, Marion, Riviera. You think he's going to get the Grand Slam at Shinnecock next year, or is he going to wait till Pebble?
I think it's going to be Pebble. Pebble's going to be perfect for him and the ball striking.
Yeah.
Although the putting on those greens can get a little iffy with how they get late in the day. Yeah, how they get late in the day. But we've already seen him at Pinehurst. I don't think it'll be that long.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he's not slowed down at all. So I'm not, until I see something that shows me otherwise. I mean, he's going to have to go. I mean, you're basically guaranteeing like top tens in these big events and the majors, and even some of the very difficult signature events. So I'm not putting anything past him. I mean, even like the perfect courses. I mean, we talked about Memorial earlier in this year, and I was like, that's a perfect spot for him to go do it. And it's like, even if the courses where he's not poised to play that well, where it doesn't fit his strong suits, like he's then just level with the top of the talent. So like it's going to take somebody else to be on fire to butt him out from that top spot.
Another good Justin Ray stat. Players to win 4 majors by 3 strokes or more since the first Masters in 1934. Tiger Woods has 7. Jack Nicklaus has 6. Scotty Scheffler has 4.
Scotty Scheffler is, how old is he? 28? Is that right? Is he younger than that?
27 or 28.
Yeah, I would
I thought.
I got him pulled up. He's 29. I'm sorry. He just turned 29.
So he just had a birthday, didn't he?
That's stupid.
He must have just had a birthday, yeah.
I just listened to some of what Rory said. It's kind of what you'd expect. Like he just was taking the moment in and enjoyed it, and he's much happier with the performance this year than 2019. And we're going straight into Scotty highlights.
Yeah,
he's still playing the. Is he still playing the Tiger irons?
I have no idea.
Joey, do you know?
I thought he switched from those
P7 TW.
Those TW, yeah. I thought maybe he's got a different mold, but they look pretty similar.
I have a set of those the Victory Red Tiger ones blades. Like I just saw them, happened to see them on the internet for like $400. So I bought them one time. They were in kind of bad shape, but I bought them. I do not use them, but they're sick because they have the logo on them.
Yeah, they do. I almost bought that same set, man. Those first came out.
I'll tell you. Here's before we go. I'm pulling up what's in. This is what he used at the PGA. Whoa, he is still using the P7 TWs.
Okay.
But his driving iron is apparently a Strixon.
Wow.
Oh no, his 4-iron is a Strixon ZU85, and then his 5-through pitching wedge is the P7 TWs.
Interesting.
You can't tell it's a Strixon because there's about 5 pounds of lead tape on the back of it, but yeah, nice clubs.
You guys ever use lead tape on your irons?
No,
I
to be honest
haven't,
with
but
you, I
I'm
don't
thinking
even know
about
what it
putting it
does.
on my 54 and my 50. I want to add a little bit of weight to those, just because
I've done
sometimes
it.
it
I've done it
doesn't
only. I've done it
dig.
on my gap wedge one time because it was like a light. This was years ago. It was so light, like
Yeah,
would come
my
up. It would come
54,
up
the
so
swing weight's
easily.
light.
Yeah.
Here's the ceremony.
Champion golfer of the year.
Honestly, guys, like what a great year of majors we had.
It has been.
I mean, we started it with Rory doing his thing. Scotty
God, that
gets
final
2
round
of
was
them.
so drunk. That final round was nuts.
Scotty gets 2 of them. Like, what a good year.
And
Oakmont,
quickly, just
Wyndham
Rory's
Clark,
quotes afterwards. He said he's been on a different level all week. He's been on a different level for the last 2 years. He's the bar we're all trying to get to. Hats off to him. He's an unbelievable player, an incredible champion, and a great person too. Yep, all of that's true.
Yeah, I mean he's
All of it.
Somebody asked earlier what Ted Scott would be on the money list this year.
I said is he top 50?
He'd be roughly 60th this year.
Damn.
That comes
What
from
a tough life.
that comes from
That's
Monday
based on
Q.
what percentage?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It just the Monday Q is the one who tweeted it, so they're usually tapped in pretty good to what people are getting paid and all how that kind of stuff works. So they say he would be roughly 60th on this year's PGA Tour money list.
And my guess is Scotty's my guess is he's fairly generous, so he probably he might go a little over and above that.
What's that number? What's the total?
Oh, it doesn't say.
That doesn't say.
No. Nike's already coming out with their ad campaign. Did you see this, Joey?
Did you see that commercial?
Is this from a commercial? It's a picture. I see a picture of him with Bennett and the putter saying you already won, and then a picture of him swinging and it says, but another major never hurt.
I don't know. I saw that one commercial because they're running it along with Tiger's commercial, like the new one where Tiger, when he starts as a kid, to when he goes through his injuries, to when he makes the comeback at the Tour Championship. And then they followed it with another Scotty when basically where he finishes up by kind of saying, I worked my whole life for just one moment like this. I don't know whose commercial that is, but I loved it.
God, if they brought it in with Kelly Clarkson singing that song, it'd just be a perfect commercial. You guys may be too young. Well, Joey may be too young to remember the first season of American Idol.
I wasn't watching that shit.
It was a different.
Listen, it was a different time. It captivated the nation. Okay,
American Idol was way bigger than like America's Got Talent or I don't even think that shit existed. But it was a big show back in the day.
Yeah, it was huge.
Ryan Seacrest. And now Seacrest is on Wheel of Fortune. Man, the times have changed.
So let's see here, guys. I think that's pretty much about to do it for us. I mean, Scotty's about to get the trophy, the Claret Jug, champion golfer of the year.
What's he putting in there?
Oh, he's
milk.
Hopefully some Miller Lights, but
I hope, yeah.
Water. I don't know. He's already over the excitement of this. It's already like look at him. He doesn't even look happy.
Well, it's been 2 minutes, don't you know?
I'm kind of, yeah.
I mean, hopefully while in Ireland, a Guinness,
That's true. That's a good point.
He's doing it. Yeah, I mean,
just one.
He'll do some press tomorrow, and then what's his next event? Has he announced yet, Joey?
It's gonna be the playoffs, probably.
Memphis, right?
Yeah,
Memphis. Yeah.
Okay.
That's pretty much the
That
next
is-
time we're going to see any of the big guys, I would think.
It's weird that golf season's almost over, but Ryder Cup's around the corner, so we'll be there. Guys, it's been great being here. We always, we want to thank everybody who watched along with us. We want to thank Scotty for giving us good golf, I guess. And definitely the biggest thing is we want to thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the show today. Again, I mean, if you go to the website bluechew.com, use the code Nuclear, you can get your first month free. That's NUCLR. Get your first month free. Just pay $5 shipping. Huge sponsor for us. We're grateful to have them. Glad that you guys were all here. Thanks everybody for watching with us. We will not. Typically, we don't have a show on Monday after majors, so look for us. I'd say next Monday, a week from tomorrow. Typical time, 8:30. Peter, thanks for being with us. Ryan, Joey.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
John had to dip out, but John, owner Nuclear. I'm Hutch. I'm an ambassador. Joey's Scheffler's fans. Ryan is JT Legion. Peter is a Tiger super fan who's been with us forever and a Ohio State Buckeye and Cincinnati Bengals fan that I know of. And so just thanks for everybody for being here. And again, huge thanks to Blue Chew. We'll see you guys in about a week.